Today, I'm going to be showing you how to change the front passenger window motor on a 2004 Jeep Liberty limited edition 3.6 liter. The wiper size, that's 18 inches. I'm sure that matters if you go to O'Reilly's. All right, this is what your door panel is going to look like. Well, unless you already took it off. Take this screw out here, which I already did. Take this, pop this little cap off here, and there's a Phillips screw. Easy enough. I always start at the bottom, and you'll see where the clips are. Once you find a clip, you can pop that one. So like there's one right here, I can see it. And then there's another one right here. So they're gapped pretty far apart, but there's obviously got to be one down here in the corner. So you just kind of got to get to that area and it should pop. If there's too much resistance, then just move to another clip. That's what I'm gonna do. This one seems too hard, so I'm gonna move to the next one down. Once you get a big enough flap, then you can just kind of start prying them all. If it doesn't feel like you're breaking it while you're taking the panel off, then you're probably not trying hard enough. Like, it's some good pressure. There we go. I got all those off. Now, just kind of lift it up so the door lock thing will come off. There's gonna be a plug-in right there. That'll be for your power locks. You can just kind of push in, pull it out. And then this right here, this is for your door handle. And what you do is you pop this off this way. Ow, probably hit your thumb. And then this rod just slides out, see? Now this is what it's gonna look like once you get the panel off, unless somebody's already been in here and took all this off. I see this clip popped out, so that'll have to get pulled back out of this, which I can just use this tool and, you know, there you go, it's down there. And then that will go back into the door panel. But as you can see, the speaker is practically brand new. I mean, can hardly tell it was even used. So we're gonna get that changed out. It's only a couple screws and, you know, easy peasy. 1, 2, yummy. These are your window regulator bolts right here that's holding that. And then also right here. These are 10mm bolts, all three of these. And then these three 10mm bolts. I have mine propped up with a piece of wood right now because the motor just fell while it was parked. They want you to lower the window motor. I can't do that obviously because mine's broke. Now what I'm gonna do is I just lowered my window all the way down manually. And these are the clips that you have to take off to release the window from the regulator itself. There'll be one clip there, and then there's one clip right there. And we're just gonna take a screwdriver, pry in there, and pop it off that way. Oop. Hey, stop moving. There. Okay, there you go. Clip just pulls out. That's what holds this window track to the regulator itself. Let's get that other clip out. And we can just literally pop the window off the regulator, both at the same time. There we go. Now we can take this regulator all the way out because it's not actually attached to the window anymore. I believe all 6 of these bolts are the same size, so you shouldn't have to worry about them getting mixed up, but you can just have 2 separate piles. Okay, before we can pull the regulator out, you got to be able to move it over here and unplug it, and that's going to be the fun part. So this would probably be easier if you were taping up the window or if you had a helper that would be holding the window for you. As you can see, there's my little pins that go through the regulator with rubber pads. Oof, a little bit of rust on that. I mean, it's probably fine. Here's the window motor that's plugged in. Right there is that goofy little red safety clip that's so annoying. You kind of got to push it through. There's a little hole right there that basically you have to take like a little poker and poke through while you're pulling on that red clip. So now it was easy this time, but most times it's not easy to get these out. So, and once that's out, then you can press the tip here and unplug it. Now that she's holding the window, because I'm not going to tape that, you can kind of finagle and get this out. Not easily, because you got to find which position to put it in. This is just... Ah! Come on, I know you can do it. Oh, that was supposed to break, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, there is a little clip right here you got to get, but it didn't break because of that. There. What in the shit? Yeah. All right, now let's go look at the new one. This was like $125, I think, but O'Reilly's price matched. So it worked great. They price matched to Walmart, who had it for like $77. Here's the replacement window motor and regulator. Here's your part number. It's a Dorman part. Here's your instructions. All of them didn't really help me. Well, I mean, because I didn't read them. I can already see that the window track is rolled up. So I'm gonna have to plug this in and roll it down, because my window, I don't think I'm gonna be able to clip it in while it's all the way up. We'll find out though, we'll see. Came with its own bolts that you gotta take out of the bracket. So I'll have to unscrew all these first, these 3 bolts and these 3 bolts. It's also got its own new clips that hold the window to the regulator. So, but I'm gonna have to roll this down first. She's still holding the window up right now, so we should be good on that. Remember to take out those metal clips before you fish it up there. Okay. All right, we're gonna plug in. Now this part I can't really show you. There's not really a lot I can show you. But I'm gonna have her lower the window. That way those spots, those pintles that come through, I can clip onto the new regulator, and then I'll push the clip in. Luckily Jeep, I don't have to worry about hooking up a switch here because all my switches are right there. Go a smidgen more. All right, as you can see, I have those metal clips back in there, holding it on both sides. This part right here will kind of sit back here behind this track. So I'll get this bolt in. Now, I don't know a torque spec for this. It should be simple enough, just not too tight. This is on its lowest setting right now. So it's probably like 4 foot-pounds or something. It's not gonna be a lot. Get these bolts started. Everything's still working. All these bolts are tight. Roll it back up. Keep going all the way up, babe. There we go. Now we can just get that back on, the speaker back in, door panel back on, and we should be good to go. This back through. Then this rod, we just slide it back in the hole and then clip that on. Plug that back in. Slide this over, line all these back up all the way around. Done. Now put your screws back in, you're good to go. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking or subscribing. It doesn't cost you a thing, and every week or two, you can see what else breaks. I mean, I don't break these things, okay?